The compound effect is the principle of reaping huge rewards from a series of small, smart choices. What's most interesting about this process to me is that even though these results are massive, the steps in the moment don't feel significant. Whether you're using this strategy for improving your health, relationships, finances, or anything else for that matter, the changes are so subtle, they're almost imperceptible. These small changes offer little or no immediate result. No big win, no obvious I told you so payoff. So why bother? Hey guys, today we're taking a look at The Compound Effect, Jumpstart Your Income, Your Life, Your Success by Darren Hardy. This is the 10th anniversary edition. I read through this on Audible because it was free on Audible, so I thought I'd give it a listen. Really short book, like 160 pages. Wow. So a really short book, really quick read. Since I was listening to it, it's a little different. It took me a couple days to listen to it while I was driving and stuff, but really, really great read. I'm already a huge fan of it. But anyways, let's get into it a little bit. A little bit about the author, Darren Hardy. I'll just read the back here. Darren Hardy is today's preeminent success mentor, having been a central leader in the success industry for more than 25 years. More than anyone alive today, Darren has met with, interviewed, and uncovered the methods used by the most successful people in the world. He now dedicates his life to paying forward the treasures he has collected to those choosing to be the exception. So he's just a really, really successful entrepreneur who is now sharing his methods with us. Okay, so what's this book about? Well, the book is about the compound effect, like I mentioned earlier. It's kind of that analogy. You start small and things build up and they increase tenfold, after long-term effects. That's why you always want compound interest rather than simple interest, just basic mathematics. And he explains while that's true in finances, it's also true when you're using it in your own personal life. He uses a lot of different examples. This was just a really, really fascinating book. So he kind of breaks it down into 6 main chapters along with an introduction and conclusion. Chapter 1, the compound effect in action. Chapter 2 is choices. Chapter 3 is habits. Chapter 4 is the big mo, as he calls it, I believe, but momentum. Chapter 5, influences. And Chapter 6, acceleration. He kind of just goes through just explaining, I like the intro. He talks about his dad was like this really, really hard-working guy, and that's kind of where he got all of it from, and it put him on a really good start for his life. He was a millionaire by age 24, which is heartbreaking because I'm 24, and I'm not super close to being a millionaire. But really interesting story for him for sure. But this whole book is just fantastic with its going through. I didn't get to look through all this since I listened to it, but there's a bunch of different charts, and it's similar to the confidence gap, where it has some interactive things where you can like write in the book and say, whatever, like some self-help books have as well. But this is a really great book. I especially like the end was really interesting to me. It kind of went into, always beat the expectations is one of the, and what do the unexpected. Just go above and beyond and do better than expected. It's just a really great self-help book showing you the steps to, begin the compound effect. And it's not easy to begin that process, right? And he says in the book too, it's easy to go up compounded or down compounded. So if you're making a lot of bad choices, that builds up over time. And if this is like average, that's how you get, not in a great place. Whereas if you make good choices with whatever you're trying to accomplish in life, that's when you really start going up in the world. So great book. Really, really great book. Pros and cons. Pro and con is it's a short book. I felt like he could have put more in here, but at the same time, it's nice that it's all compact. It's such a nice simple book to read. You could sit down in an afternoon and read this thing, right? So, I mean, that's nice about it. It's really it's easy to read. I guess the other thing, though, too, about this book that might be a con, and sometimes self-help books have this issue, is the compound effect. You might be able to kind of see all his points already. I mean, obviously there's great examples and all that stuff, but really the whole book is about, you know, what I just laid out. Doing good things consistently. And slowly but surely, you know, patience, the tortoise and the hare, the tortoise wins, right? That's kind of the slow and steady wins the race. That's kind of the overall thing. So, yeah, I guess I would say that might be a con. Would I recommend it? Yeah, definitely. This is one of my favorite books I've read this year, probably. It's really good. It's not like my favorite, and it's definitely not the worst book I read this year. This was a really, really good book. I recommend it if you're interested in, you know, if you're having trouble keeping up Big Mo, or the momentum of just trying to start getting the compound effect going. I think this is a good book for you to read. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I spent the time listening to this. Really good book. I'm interested. I know Darren Hardy, I think he might actually have a book that's more famous than this. I don't know I can't remember what it's called, but I know he has a couple other books out. And maybe I will check him out sometime in the future. But this book was really great. I highly recommend checking it out if you're interested. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Helps me out a ton. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss any other videos with me. Comment below any other suggestions. I'm always looking for new books to read, or your thoughts on this book, or anything else. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.